I'm Pirate Jim, and this here is Bob, and we're gonna teach you the art of negotiation. Arr! In every salary negotiation, there comes a time when ye puts the offer to the table. Ain't that right, Bob? At that point, the ball's in your cannon. Unless you want to accept that offer or walk the plank, you have to put forth a counter offer. Rawr! You'll hear all kinds of nonsense for doing this, and much of that's not that useful. A cabin boy might tell ya, always ask for 20% more than you're gonna settle for. You can always retreat. A fellow pirate might say always ask for 10% of what they offer. As folk be trying to lowball you and pull down your trousers. Arr! While these tactics may work a few times, they might have flaws and serious consequences. Not only do they lead you to throw out crazy figures, but those figures may not be related to what you mightily want or need from the negotiation. Arr! You'll ne'er get my buried booty.
Hello there, I be One-Eye Willie, and I got a message for you. In every salary negotiation, there comes a time when other side puts offer on the table. At that point, the ball be in your court. Unless you want to accept that offer and walk away from the table, you have to put forth a counter offer. You'll hear all kinds of advice for doing this. So much of that advice not particularly useful. For example, a bucko might tell you, always ask for 20% more than you'll settle for. You can always retreat. A colleague might say, always add 10% what they offer. Employees always trying to be lowball you. While these tactics may work a few times, they have significant flaws. Not only do they lead you to throw out arbitrary figures, but those figures might not be related to what you really want or what you need from that negotiation.
I be Captain Kraken of the GCS. Now remember, Captain Kraken is the monster of the high seas. Ahoy! In every loot negotiation, the hour comes when the privateer tries to plunder your negotiation, and that point the cannon be in your court. Unless you want to start a mutiny, then you must accept the bounty or swing away from the table and put forth a new adventure for yourself to benefit. Oh, you're gonna hear all kinds of advice from mariners and privateers alike for doing this, but remember, a bucko might be telling you, always ask for 20% more. Me dear old mum, God bless her black little heart, she always tells me to add 10% for what they offer, as those foul blackguards will always try to lowball you. And while this may be a vessel a-sailing, it ain't shipshape, as the numbers in it as the whole are not like that of a galleon, full of booty and loot and pirates. Therefore you must mutiny, or you must be marooned with nothing but a Jolly Roger for your flippin' comfort. Anyway, avast ye scurvy dogs, I've been needing to seize all your doubloons, for I have a fierce fire in me belly to swill a couple of pints of grog or two.
This is Captain Black Rum Cake here. I come to you with a message. Listen to me. In every salary negotiation, the time comes when the other side puts forth an offer at the table. At that point, the ball be in your court. Unless you want to accept the both an offer or walk the plank from the table, you have to put forth a counter offer. You'll hear all kinds of advice for doing this, and much of this is as good as a whole bum hole. For example, a bucko might tell you, I always ask for 20 more golden coins, then ye will mark ye spot of treasure. If he asks, if he likes, he can. And landlubber might say, always ask for 10 more golden coins. To what? Thine casket basket can be filled with. Captain B, I was trying to lowball you. While these maneuvers may trick your enemies on a couple of occasions, they'll be flawed. They only did it lead ye to throw away when you random booty throw out when you random booty amounts. But these amounts may not be related to what you really want or need for these discussions. That is the message from Captain Black Rum Cakes. Good night.
Many years ago, my name was Guy Hancocks, and I worked in marketing. But I threw it all in for life at sea as a captain, since when I've been known as Captain Guido de Gobshite. I'm here to tell you about negotiating strategy on a pirate ship. When pieces of silver be discussed, as captain of this ship, I put my offer on the table. After that, the ball will be in your court, or quite possibly chained to your ankle. If you want to argue about it, then I am a reasonable man, and I will listen to your proposal. Although whether you will be working on this ship or swimming home is in the lap of the gods, which is my lap, by the way. Most of the lads will give you advice about dealing with me, but just between you and I, they are a bunch of lying dogs, which is why I hired them. They may tell you to ask for the moon, but that is probably because they have not seen a good flogging for ages. They may tell you that I'm a rich man and I can afford to pay thee more than I'm actually offering. But then, as I like to point out, I'm the owner of this boat, and we are in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Some lads have tried to argue that they should have a greater share of the spoils, see? But you will notice that while you and I are having this conversation, all your friends have now disappeared below decks. Now, what was it you were saying about a raise?